Welcome back to another episode of Alberta Prepper. I want to thank you for watching this video. And actually, this video is mostly for my two little ones. Reason why is being a prepper is not just about survival. It's about thriving. It's about controlling your emotions, about controlling your reactions to things. And instead of reacting to everything, pre-acting to things. My children mean the world to me. And I'm always glad that they're in my life. I'm proud of them, and I always have been. My son is an amazing, talented boy who's an amazing singer, an amazing musician, and an actor. And my daughter, she's an amazing artist and a student who is often hard on herself. But she does so well, and I'm always proud of her all the time. And I always want them to know that. But I want everyone to know what it is that I want to prep them and how I want to prep them for the upcoming situations. Now, will these situations be life ending or stuff like that? No. Am I going away anytime soon? No. But I want them to understand that when I tell them something, that they are getting the best of what I can give. I want to teach them how to create a life that benefits them and benefits their family and benefits their community. And the best way to do that is to teach them how to not react and how to have control over their emotions and understand that things do happen, but it's how you react to that situation that makes a difference between success and failure. When you see something bad happening, reacting badly makes things worse. Reacting well makes things better. You always see people talk about, that person was cool as a cucumber in a situation. The truth is that they weren't cool as a cucumber. They just chose to react better than everyone else. They chose to say, hey, this thing is happening, yes. What can I do to fix it? How can I make it better? Not, oh my gosh, we gotta do something. It's, what can we do? What's actually happening? And who else can help make it better? Too many people run off and freak out over the littlest things. That's the reason why we have riots. That's the reason why we have panics. That's the reason why people we get into wars. Is because we react to things that we think are reality, but is only a small portion of that reality. Why do I think it's a small portion of reality? Because 90% of the time, the stuff that people are reacting to is what's on TV or what's on the internet or what's in the local news or radio. They hear the headline or they see the video and they go, oh my gosh, we've got to do something. Instead of sitting back and going, well, what actually happened? Was that anything different than before? Was it anything worse than before? What has happened before? Too often I see people who worry about things like climate change. And they say, oh my gosh, we only have 3 years before we can't do anything else and all hell's going to break loose. Or we have 12 years, or we have a month, or whatever. And then myself, who likes history and enjoys stuff, because my family is an older family in the way that I was born in the 70s. My mom was born in the 30s. My grandmother was born in the late 1800s. So the history of my family is huge. And I have cousins who are going into their 90s now. And I have cousins who are younger than I am by a decade. So to me, history is always there. Family is my history. So when I hear them say, oh, this is the worst drought ever, or we never had snow and like this where it didn't show up until January or November or whatever, I go, okay, if that's true, then let's see if there was any other time in history where it did that. And as I dug through photos and stuff, there are plenty of times in the 30s and the 1880s where places like my area and close to my area didn't get snow all winter for years. And then there are times where the snow was up past your head. And then there are times where it's been snowing in the summer. But if you're reacting to everything, you don't have that chance to actually sit back and go, hey, okay, is it actually happening? And if it's not, then why are we so worried about it? And if it is there anything that we can actually do about it? Well, you can't change climate. Truthfully, you can't. But you can change how you react to it. You can change how you mitigate situations. If there's higher winds, build stronger structures. If there's more water, make sure that you have better storm systems. Where I used to live in Vancouver, they're having flooding because the storm system wasn't built for the storms that they're having now. But they had similar storms several hundred years ago that were recorded with the same amount of water. The only difference is now, from now and then, is the fact that there's more people, more asphalt, meaning that that extra rain that was coming down isn't being absorbed by the soil as it used to. Now it's being funneled through streets, parking lots, and it's of course going to overwhelm the system because no one designed it to be able to do that. When you build things, you should be building them because you know what it is that you're about to build and what mitigating factors will come along. And that's what I want to teach my kids, is how to react or not react to things. Look at things as for what they are and not what you hope they are. Because the truth is, your hopes mean nothing if you have no actions. When I look back on things, I had way too many reactions and way too many hopes without any action and pre-actions. Doing things beforehand and making sure that I had enough food, medicine, money, this, that. That's where you fail. And I want my kids to understand that when they control their actions, control their emotions, and sit back and take that moment to assess the situation and understand what is happening, that they will become the best versions of themselves that they can be. And they will be a even bigger benefit than they are to this world. And I would be so proud of them, knowing that they made a difference in their lives and in others' lives. I hope you all have a good evening. And if you like, click the like button and subscribe. Alberta Prepper out.